Hi folks, Michael P. with a quick look at Google Earth and how you could use that in the elementary classroom with first, second, third grade, helping them to better understand the abstract concept of maps and how that could be shown in their real world around them. So let's have a look at this globe here. Google Earth pulls up a globe, as you can see, and a couple things I want to show you. First of all, what's nice about it is you can spin this around however you want, and you can see it reacts just like a ball if you were to spin a ball around. Now, one of the things that's confusing about this sometimes is the fact that here's the United States, and it's not oriented the way that we want to have it oriented. So one way you can fix that very easily using this orientation tool up here in the corner, and I'm going to go ahead and click on the N north and put north at the top of that so that I have it oriented in a way that I'm used to, the way that the maps on the wall would be, etc. So that is one thing. Sometimes using Google Earth can get a little confusing if you don't know about that tool. So that is one little help right there. So to zoom in and zoom out on this, I'm going to simply use my scroll feature on my laptop. On the iPad or other mobile devices, you'd use the pinch and pull apart motion. But I'm going to go ahead and zoom in towards Michigan. And as you can see, I can get zoomed in there somewhat. So we can see Michigan there. And then if I want to find a specific place in Michigan, I could go ahead and try to zoom in on it, but rather than trying to do that, let me show you another feature here. Over in the far left corner here, it's on the right side on the mobile devices, but on the right in the left corner here, I'm going to go ahead and do a search for Lansing. And so there's Lansing, Michigan. I'll go ahead and click on search or press enter on my keyboard, and notice how it's going to zoom in for me. The other thing that's nice about this is it does go ahead and orient the map back to north for you in case you've got it facing a different direction. And there's Lansing. I can see the roads, etc. around Lansing. So most of our kids are going to understand that Lansing is the state capital. That might not mean much, but let's look at their own hometown now. So let's go look at Pinckney. Let's do another search for Pinckney, Michigan. And what I like about this, watch what happens when I select this. I hit search, and we're going to zoom out, and then we're going to zoom down to the town that I just typed in, to Pinckney. And I can have students then start to think about, oh, where do I live in Pinckney? And what's this? What are these yellow lines? Oh, those are roads. And what are these strange shapes? Oh, those are the roads and streets in the town where I live. And oh, what's this down here? Well, that looks like the football field. Sure enough, that's a football field. Well, then there must be other schools around. Well, let's go have a look at one of the elementary schools. Here's Country Elementary. I can zoom in there, and we can talk about, well, what are these strange shapes that are out here? And what are these things around here? And those are actually playground equipment. And that would be a really interesting thing for the kids to start thinking about. What's the perspective that they can see on the playground equipment here, etc. So very fun kind of activity to make this map something that's very real and not just abstract. So one more thing I'd like you to see here is how we can get directions. So we talked about the state capital, we talked about the community where we live. Well, how are those two connected? Well, let's have a look. We can go right over here back to our search area and get directions. And let's see what it would look like for us to go from one of these communities to the other. So I'll put in Lansing and Pinckney and click on the Get Directions button. And this is a great little feature here where I'm going to be able to have directions and a path highlighted in sort of a purplish blue showing me from point A in Pinckney to point B in Lansing. If I wanted to, I could click through the directions here and it would take me point by point and show me the path along the way. But for now, I just want you to see that big overview. Shows me how the two are connected and what the relationship is, and even if you want to get into the mathematics of it, the distance between the two. So great tool, helpful way to help younger kids take some of the abstract nature out of mapping and make it a little more concrete and a little more understandable. There's lots more to do in Google Earth, so check out the resources down at the bottom of the tutorial page. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.